B'Shem Hashem Na'aseh V'Nasiach. We are reading it from the Sefer Achtov B'Chesed Halacha Yomit Chamavaja. Haim mutar leknot arba'at haminim hakedoshim b'kedushat Sheviit. Can you buy the 4 minim of items that grew on Sheviit? Shemitah. Etrog shenilkat o chanat b'shnat Shemitah harehu kadosh b'kedushat Sheviit. It's a holy etrog if it came from a year Shemitah. V'lachen asur leknot v'nemkor etrogim hakedoshim b'kedushat Sheviit. You can't buy and sell those at all. על פי האמור על המוכר למכור לקונה לולב או דבר אחר ויבליע את מחיר האתרוג בלולב או שייתן את האתרוג במתנה ילקוט יוסף שמיטה פרק כ'. So he says here, the mocher can sell the lulav or something else and put it in the cost of the etrog into the other item, but not separately. Because when it comes to Sheviit, there's a lot of halachot on it, but the main problem is selling. In and of itself, taking something from the ground and using it is not the issue. It's that it can't be sold. So he says here, don't do that. Next halacha, ketzad seder netilat arba'at haminim. What is the order of the netilav carrying them? Seder netilat halulav hu she'achos et lulav beyad yamin. Hold the lulav, the palm, in the right hand. Afilu imhu simoli, even if he is a lefty. Kasher shidat halulav keneged panav, with the part of the lulav facing him, the spine of the lulav, the green part. Umvarechim al netilat lulav. Why do we say al netilat lulav, not al netilat lulav hadas araba etrog? In short, because it's the tallest one out of all of them. And then we say ve'shechiyanu on the first day. V'achakach lokech et etrog. After you hold the lulav in your right hand, the 3 of them, you say the beracha. Then you pick up the etrog together, and then you say the shechiyanu. V'achakach lokech et etrog kishe'oketz klape mata. He says pick it up with the oketz on the bottom. The oketz is the bottom part of the fruit that connects into the tree. It's interesting to note that the etrogim, we did this the other day, where the etrogim stay on the tree year over year, season over season. So sometimes they grow upwards, but when they become heavy, they turn downwards and they grow, and that's how you get these watermelon etrogim.
They have trees out here in Florida?
They might. I don't know if they have out here in Florida. I know I've seen them in Israel. I know they have them in I know Italy, Morocco has them. Israel has them. It has to be warm climate areas. I'm sure that this climate here could grow it. I don't know if anyone did yet. Okay? ואחר כך לוקח את האתרוג כשהעוקץ כלפי מעלה ויחבר את האתרוג עם הלולב, וכן רשאי לטול את האתרוג בידו כשהוא הפוך ויברך, ואחר כך כשיגמר ברכה יטל דרך כדלתו וינענע. Oh, he says first, put the etrog backwards with the oketz lemala. So what you would do is, let's say this is the, right here, we'll do it like this. I'll draw it for you. And then this is the pitom on the top. Okay, so he says like this. Let's say this is the lulav, and all the other items you're holding, you say the beracha, you say the shechiyanu. Now, the etrog really grows like this. But when I saw it on the trees, they actually look like this. They look back on the bottom. But why? When I saw it, they were growing like this. I saw it myself, so I know that it says in the books that it grows like this. But what it really does grow this way, upwards, where the pitom is on the top. But the weight pushes it backwards down because they get heavy, the etrogim. So what he tells you is when you make the beracha, you hold in this right, you say the beracha, you say the shechiyanu, all the stuff, then you put it backwards, and then once you finish, you're holding it all together. Because if you were to hold them all together in and of itself, you flip
it over?
Yeah, he says flip it over. So what I do is I just leave it down. When I said the beracha, I would say the beracha al netilat lulav, and then I pick up.
Does the Ben Ish Chai say flip it over?
We didn't get to the Ben Ish Chai on that. So we're looking at Chama Baja. So what he did is you have the lulav in the right hand. Chama Baja says you can hold it backwards, right, with the stem upwards, and then you flip it when you finish the beracha. You got it, Ezra?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That was his method of doing it. I learned in Brooklyn from the Syrian rabbis that I used to leave the etrog down. I would just say the beracha like this, and then pick it up and put it together. If you were to hold it together in and of itself, that could be the mitzvah, and then there's a problem. There could be a problem with the beracha. So im lo chiber et ha'etrog lalulav nechlaku poskim im yatsa v'lemaaseh yesh la'akel b'diavad. Yalkut Yosef Siman Taf Resh Nun Aleph. He says that if a person held his lulav and etrog like this the whole entire time, the guy didn't know. He made the beracha, he just picked it all up, he's walking like this all the time. You see it a lot when they do the hoshanot around, they don't hold them together. You see a lot of people, they hold them separate, or they hold them all in one hand.
Yeah.
You're supposed to hold it like this with two hands, and then you're supposed to have the book in the center. Or what I do is I just take it together like this. I go around the whole thing without my sidur. I do the full hakafa, the hoshanot. Once I finish, I go to my seat and I read it in complete, without moving with them all together. So I'm holding it together at all times. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen v'amen.